Hi folks, it's Nick here. I've just gone and voted in the UK general election, so you're watching this the day after when it's planned to go up. So by now the raving loony party might be in charge and the planet might, or the country might be overtaken by Daleks. But anyway, let's hope that hasn't happened. This video is really about monetization. I've been hinting at it or planning it for quite some time, and then I finally monetized the channel because I think it would help in the growth. That's been monetized for about a month, so when you check the YouTube analytics, if you're a member of YouTube, you can check how your videos are doing, the views and so forth, and get a bit of an idea of how things are going. So how's it fared then in the first 30 days? Has it helped? Has it not helped? If you've got a YouTube channel and you're thinking of monetizing it, or if you're in a similar position to me, it might be a bit of an interest to you, or if you're just a general viewer of the channel, I want to let you know as well, because I like keeping you informed what's going on, and you might have some thoughts about it as well. So yeah, it was about a month ago I monetized it. So the results are mixed really. So bear in mind it's only short term at the moment, because I've only been doing it 30 days. I think it's going to help in the long term, but in the short term, views have dropped quite a bit actually. I thought it would go up, well, not much, a percentage difference. I think per month on last month, it might be just general fluctuations, but there's been about 1,500 or 15 to 1,600 less views on the channel over the videos overall, particularly the older ones, than there was the previous months when the channel hadn't been monetized. And first of all, I was a little bit worried about that. I thought, what's going on? What's happening? I thought monetization was to boost you in the search. But after doing a bit of digging through the analytics and the stats there, it turns out that a lot of the views that have gone down were through external links. So i.e. when the videos have been put on an external website, people clicked and watched the videos and that worked out as a view. I can only imagine there might have been some blogging sites, or one large blogging site that wrote about games and had my reviews for free, so they didn't have to do any work, and that's how they portrayed the videos then, doing as got their money, put their own adverts around the side. There's one particular day where there was 100 videos down in the playlists. That might be not connected at all, but I think it's come about of someone manually removing all those videos because they saw my adverts on, and then it was a bit much with their adverts. They may be linked to other videos, so some other channels might have had a short-term gain. Not a bad thing. Now I know what's happened, if that indeed is what happens. That's what I surmise, because that sort of thing had to happen anyway. So short-term there, but positively on the new videos going up, it's hardly noticeable, but there's been a marginal gain. It might be just general fluctuation from month to month. A bit too early to know with just 1 month of figures to go by, but I'll closely monitor it. So views have gone down. Percentage wise, it's not a massive difference there. Okay, so it's been a bit of an eye-opener as well, because although I was never expecting to earn hundreds and hundreds, maybe just a few cents, because the money comes in American dollars. I don't know if there's a way through AdSense to change that to British pound sterling, but the idea is the ad revenue you're getting collects up in a fund, then you transfer it out into a registered bank account. But as I say, it's been a bit of an eye-opener, because it's given me a bit of an idea the sort of things that need to happen on a channel to be able to do it as a living. So it's been an invaluable information source, which I didn't have before. I always used to think with channels it was just view based, so you get like 100,000 views, that equals X amount of money. But that isn't the case at all. It's more about what the user or the watcher does after they've clicked on the video and their interaction with certain elements, which obviously I can't go too deeply into what makes money and what doesn't, because I could be seen as influencing, and I don't want to do that. Hopefully it's made the channel look genuine, because you do see, not naming names, as I say, I could be wrong, but you do see a lot of channels just starting out with loads and loads of views, and they might be legitimate, but you suspect they've been clicking on their own video to boost the views. When you see a channel that's been monetized, you know they can't click on their own videos, otherwise it'll be registered as an IP address, and their account will be banned for monetization, so it'll quickly go. So it's taking a bit of a dip, but I'm sure it will gradually go up now. So looking at bare figures then, now I don't want to get too depressed about it because I just do this for a bit of fun really. In order for this channel to make the bare minimum that I'd need to live off, it needs to be 200, yes 200 times more successful in ad revenue than it is at the moment. So one could say then, doing the maths, we're about 0.5% of the way there for me to doing it full time. Now this is one of those risky things, because if you're doing a channel part-time, a lot of time you get home from work tired, you don't do that sort of thing, you take certain shortcuts on videos, they're not as complicated as you can make them in terms of the presentation, although I try my best. I have a bit of a timetable when I produce these videos, but if sorry, oh dear, what happened there? Almost died. If I was full-time, then obviously I can make twice as many videos, or just concentrate on making the existing videos a lot better and put more time to make the sort of videos that do put in the views there. I should have brought a glass of water with me. It's probably because I voted for the wrong person. Davros, leader of the Daleks, I voted for. He said he put the price on cakes down, but I didn't read any of his other policies, as I said on Twitter. Yes, okay. I've got it all written down here in case I get lost, and I got sidetracked about Davros, and indeed I've got lost. Yeah, so although revenue is good, it makes the channel look more professional. I'm a long way of doing it as a full-time sort of thing, so any part-time income will be quite nice as well. That's not to say maybe in 100 years' time, if I'm still alive, we might have just got there. If you're a new person and looking purely to do a YouTube channel for business, i.e. make money and nothing else, then I would avoid gaming and retro gaming completely, because it is probably the hardest and most saturated subject on the whole of YouTube to actually make money. So the competition is intense, trying to get people to click on the videos first of all, very difficult. You might as well do I don't know, a channel about duvets. I don't think that's is too much so saturated. So always do it for the love of the subject, which hopefully comes across, and to get some chatting going. Now that was always my primary thing to do, and what's great now on the channel, which on the early days is a bit tricky, a lot of knowledgeable people do comment on the comment section. I see mini conversations going on here and there, and I learn things about the games that I didn't know, despite a bit of research I've done. Particularly, there was a game on the ZX Spectrum called Cobra, we did quite recently, and there's a lot of Easter eggs, so to speak, and nods to various films that I didn't notice the first time round. Also as well, when it comes to the technical thing, now we've got a few coders that watch the channel. Although I can't contribute to that because my knowledge of coding isn't brilliant, I do like reading it, and I get another insight into the game. So keep that up. Really appreciate it, and it really adds a bit of extra power to the channel. So excellent. Now, a lot of channels, I think, get to the situation I'm in, which they've maybe just done it for money or done it for a little bit there, and they think I'm putting in lots of hours, I'm not getting much back. So I sort of like to see this as a little bit of a charity project, and it makes me feel good as well. It eases my stress to a while. But to make money directly from YouTube on its own, just ad revenue, if you're thinking of maybe developing to a point where you get this full time, is very tricky. So you've got other things that are developed, like Patreon, where people can donate money to various channels. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. People have said that I should do it a couple of times, not 100% sure how it would work. And then there's donations as well. In the past, I've been very lucky from a few individuals that have donated things to the channel. Some very generous, from just games that have been sent in to other things as well, other great things. I'll only ever review systems that we've covered so far, so ZX Spectrum, Commodore Amiga, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4 and the Game Boy Advance. Quite a lot of the time the Spectrum Amiga games and the Game Boy Advance, they will be emulated for ease of recording. So sometimes the loading times might be slightly different, but I tend to edit those anyway, so you're not watching lots of dark screens. I don't think that'd be too interesting. Okay, so yes, I think that's all I've got to cover. Hope that's been a bit of an insight to how the channel's going and monetization of YouTube in general. If you've got anything to say about this video, monetization or YouTube or video creation, then please put it below. As I say, I love hearing from you. Videos going up every day at the moment. Wish I could do more, but I haven't really got the time. But one a day is quite good, isn't it? And until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.